we are, with yet another Nintendo 64 wrestling game. This time we'll be looking at a different developer's attempt at WWF. This is WWF WrestleMania 2000. Developed by Aki Corporation and published by THQ in the year 1999, exclusively released for Nintendo 64. So let's get into it and see if Aki Corporation could do a better WWF game.
Wrong! Try again, dumbass!
If Aki Corporation could do a better WWF game in comparison to Acclaim.
Popcorn! Get the red hot popcorn!
Going in, I did not expect there to be a create a wrestler option, but once I saw it, I got excited to see what kind of possibilities this would have over Warzone and Attitude. Sadly, once I started trying to make Charlie, Muta, and Zack, I found out how vastly limited and restrictive WrestleMania 2000 could be. The brown hair looks blonde, the black hair looks brown. There's not much in the way of hair options for the back, but you got too many pointless options for the front hairpiece. There's not much in the way of outfit pieces either.
Oh my god. What the heck? Who the fuck was this for? They forgot. Maybe it's undecided because the developers haven't figured it out.
You can only play as dudes, even though female wrestlers appear in the game. You cannot pick presets from unique wrestlers to use their moves. Instead, you gotta change each individual move per category. There's no way to select your entrance, so everyone comes in using the same entrance. If it's a caw, the only difference is how they get into the ring.
Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement.
You can be my boyfriend. I can be your toy. Just because I'm skinny, I can't be worth it for it.
Because of how vastly limited the caw mode is, I never could make Angry Joe, JD Delay, Queso, myself, or even Derp. I couldn't make the man, the myth, the legend.
Ah, you know what? This sucks!
After the disappointing Create a Wrestler, I jumped into exhibition mode to get an idea on how WrestleMania 2000 played. Well, it plays kind of like, Yeah, it doesn't play all that well, which I wasn't surprised by. It's the Nintendo 64 after all. You're kind of vastly limited by its controller. It's just a clunky mess of weird button layouts. Basically, from what I could experience in game, here's what the controls are.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's not good, and no matter how long I play, I'll never get used to it. But hey, it's the Nintendo 64 controller after all. Oh boy, Where to even start with this game's combat? Well, I guess I should say that it's on par with Warzone in attitude in terms of depth. Yeah, it's just more shallow, repetitive gameplay, as you'll spam the same knee to the face move over and 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 bend over and over and over again. There's just no variety, as everyone uses a single move over and 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 over again. My God, how is this entertaining to anyone? You gotta have goldfish for brain attention span to Gen Z and Gen Alpha. You gotta be a TikTok viewer to find this combat good. It's so shallow, repetitive, and boring. There's just no variety. No matter what buttons I press, it just does the same exact moves over and 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 over again. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is the entire combat system in a nutshell. It's ass.
Draw game. Like, that is it. Like, it's...
But hey, the combat is dog shit. Who would have guessed for a Nintendo 64 game?
I'm sensing a little sarcasm.
But what about the roster? Surely it's good, right? Right?
No.
Yeah, the roster is a mixed bag of some buddies, people you only remember if you're told about them or see them, and nobodies that time should have forgotten. As you can see on screen, it's a pretty mixed bag. Hell, can someone who's going to cry in the comment section about how the roster is good tell me who the fuck the blue meanie is then? Yeah, exactly. Shut the fuck up.
Owned again.
Exhibition lets you choose the match type from a list of single, tag team, three-way, and cage. You can then pick your opponents and tag team partner, unlike in Warzone, so that's a huge plus. You can even select from a list of various arenas to fight in. Though this selection menu is kind of clunky to navigate, a simple list would have been much better. After that, you just duke it out in whatever setup you chose. It works, but be careful of three-way match. That thing went on for too long. There's just no breathing room to actually get a pin or tap out. King of the Ring has you attempting to dominate against several opponents through a tournament, either single or tag team options. So of course I went with tag team, so I could experience what that was like. In this mode, you're given total control. That I like. We pick everything, the amount of teams, the wrestlers in each team, etc. This is always something I enjoy. Give players total control is never a bad thing. As for the gameplay, it's just tag team, but you gotta face several teams till you either win or lose and someone else takes the win. Since I could never get a pin to work, I only ever could attempt to tap out for some reason, no matter what buttons I press, let alone combinations. So it took a long time, but I was able to tap out both teams eventually. Though I have to say, don't put Undertaker and Kane together. The Brothers of Destruction was an unstoppable force. Easily one of the most challenging teams to face in WWE. As for what you get for everything, well, you sure get something for winning.
Alright, I gotta leave, okay?
John, we just started. Come on, man.
Listen, there's a lot to see in this life. Not wasting it here.
And, yeah, that's really about it. So, yeah.
pay-per-view is here. Oh god, I'm getting PTSD flashbacks to the horrors of SmackDown all over again. Fuck this mode. All you do is set up matches, watch them, or play them, or skip them, and that's it. It's stupid, it's tacked on, it's garbage, and shouldn't even exist. You could have used that cartridge space for more assets or even more wrestlers. There's no reason for PPV to ever exist in a WWE game. Much like WrestleMania.
Stand straight!
Speaking of WrestleMania, it's here. All you do is play random matches for weeks on end until you eventually get to WrestleMania after several months. That is, if you're obsessed with going to WrestleMania. I'm not, as I consider WrestleMania to be one of the most overrated events in WWE history. WrestleMania is just a normal event with several matches, but a shit ton of more people, usually in an outdoor stadium or whatever. It's nothing special. Moving on.
Good for you. Good for you.
Royal Rumble started out promising, but it's one of those you can't choose who participates kind of modes, a plague on many old school wrestling games. Just let me decide who can fight, Christ. But whatever. So after getting to pick the starting 4, even though you only have 2 at the start out in the ring, we begin. The table controls really hindered this match type because it's near impossible to get people over the ropes. I never could pull off any pickup and body slam moves, so I relied on letting everyone else beat each other and try to pick off the stragglers, akin to a hyena, those that were too weak or left over from being brutalized by the others. I took them down with a signature strategy.
What?
The best way to eliminate anyone is to somehow pull off an Irish Rip, then with this terrible controller, then hope they go over the ropes so you can hit them close enough to make them go over the ropes, then you pull off a bonk attack. Eventually I became fatigued and got completely cheap-shotted by X-Pac.
Bullshit!
And since you have to keep playing as the CPUs cannot just keep fighting on their own, I just gave up. I'm not playing as Prince Albert.
Who's that?
And that's it in terms of content on offer. At least the game has fast load times to the point it's barely noticeable. I mean, it's less than 4 seconds. Now that is what you call good optimization. Plus the usage of cartridges over discs.
What?
How? How is such a thing possible?
The music is so generic and forgettable. I swear they just took some stock shit and crammed it into the cartridge last minute. I mean, really, it's not good, but I guess it's better to have something rather than nothing during a fight. Though I always muted the copyrighted stuff because of YouTube being a stingy bitch for playing even a millisecond of a UMG-owned song. So, yeah. And with that, we only have one more WWF game to go on Nintendo 64. That being what many consider the best WWE game of all time, also one of the greatest games of all time. That is WWF No Mercy. Whenever I get to you, we'll find out if that's even remotely true, to which I'm doubting because you're on Nintendo 64 with the use of a Nintendo 64 controller. Plus, WWF WrestleMania 2000 was the framework for No Mercy, and if this game is anything to go by, it'll not be all that great whatsoever.
Oh boy, here we go again. Yeah, I'm out.
At the end of the day, I can barely recommend WWF WrestleMania 2000. It's just another janky, lackluster, mediocre wrestling game on Nintendo 64, held back by the terrible controls, shallow repetitive combat, and of course, lackluster creator wrestler. Plus a few other issues, but hey, compared to Warzone, I'd rather play this, but I also rather play Attitude instead of WrestleMania 2000. But hey, it's okay. And you should give it a shot if you want, but you're not missing out if you have never played this game before, at all. Anyways, that's it for this video. See you all later.